Before I begin the video, I will remind you to please click like if you like my content and subscribe to our channel, tell a friend, and more importantly, go to our website and send us your email address to become a VIP that we can send you announcements and VIP benefits that we'll think of as we go along. So thank you very much, and let's go on. I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. I would like to show you how to work on our pre-bonsai trees. These are pre-bonsai trees, quote unquote, bought from us a year ago. And these two are the ones 2 years later, and they were planted in a slightly bigger pot, therefore they grow faster. This actually is a bigger pot than the one we ship in, which is 1 gallon, whereas this is a 2-gallon. But I don't think the growth rate would make much difference if you keep the 1-gallon pot well watered. So what I will do is that today I will show you what I can do, what I have to do to keep the tree looking in a sense that what's the next step going forward. So with this tree then, for example, you cut off the tree as an outline, very rough cut. And again, never afraid to make mistakes because the tree will grow back, cure itself in the right way. Nature, that's what nature can do for you. So just clip it, and not quite, but I can say, well, okay, I want kind of the top about the same height, and then the sides a little shorter. Not good. You can put it back in this pot to grow another 6 months or a year, or you can start to put it in a bonsai pot. So again, repeating the process earlier, what you do is you take it out of the pot. This is actually not as good as the pre-bonsai we ship you because these just have not been worked for the pre-bonsai. But I'm just taking out of our growing ground. And so, for example, this little stub, you can cut it off, and you can let it grow, and that become a double trunk. So you have a lot of design options because this is just the beginning of your tree. And so your potting soil would be a lot more. This is for our growing soil, so this is not what we'll ship you. But the soil we ship you is our bonsai soil, so which will be much more loose. This is mostly sandy loam, very gummy, but they are really good for growing the tree at that stage. Whereas your tree is a lot more closer to being a bonsai. The clipper is really good for everything. It's a very tough little device made with good stainless steel, hardened, so that you can do a lot of things with it without damaging it. Like I'm cutting the roots, and if I cutting up into some pebbles, it's okay. I think this is redundant because you will never encounter this problem with your tree because it's already pruned a year earlier. I think if you grew it 1 year, it'll be thicker than this. And you can do a little bit of a bending. For example, pull this out to make it look more open. And that is your bonsai. Okay, that's 1 year from the time you got it. Now let me do these two. This tree was a little bit of a challenge. I took it out yesterday to check the roots, or 2 days ago to check the roots. As a result, the tree had a little setback because I didn't prune the roots. You can see there's ample fibrous roots, but the top starting to, you see the discoloration of the leaves compared to this one? Because the tree was stressed, I disturbed the roots. So 2 years from now, the tree will be very respectable size, like this. So the question is that, again, your tree will look better than that because it hasn't been pruned in between. But let's say, assuming that's what you got, what can you do with it? So I can see this could be a fairly large tree. I will cut it here. You can see this clipper can clip fairly thick branches. You can see the tree can be shaped very quickly. That's why, in some sense, you can keep quite a number of trees, and then without having to wire each tree, spend half a day wiring each tree. You wouldn't have the time. But with the clip and grow, you can have a lot more tree. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. We got a lot more going on. This is about halfway. Please click like if you like my content, and subscribe to our channel, tell a friend, and more importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP for goodies. Now, if I had clipped it when I disturbed the roots a few days ago, the leaves would not turn yellow because there will be ample water to feed all the leaves. But the fact I didn't, once you disturb the roots, there is not enough. So look at this, a very unusual tree. You can see it's a very open, like what you will find in your park, rather than a contrived bonsai tree. And if you put it back in a pot, a growing pot, the ramification will occur very quickly. And in another 3 months, or by March anyway, April, you have a beautiful, very full tree. And then if you let it grow longer, I would say next year the trunk can be this size. That's how vigorous our tree grows because it's got a lot of fibrous roots. Okay, now let me do another one to show you how the same tree, the trees that you bought, the pre-bonsai you bought from us, that each one comes a little differently. We're not going to select for you because everybody has different preferences. And show you what that tree will look like. I think it's going to be an even better looking tree. So again, I didn't repot this tree for this, so your tree will be ahead of me, this one. Again, this is just a growing soil, not the bonsai soil, so it's not as good. But you can see this tree, it grew, had its own mind. It's got a nice twist to it. So that gives you a lot more design possibilities. So that's what, if you buy, let's say, a couple of pre-bonsai, the two of them will be a little different, but that gives you the design option to have two different, very different bonsai as time goes by, because you can now modify it with your own taste. Again, I want to remind you, every time you prune the roots, you want to make sure you cut off the top when you repot your tree to compensate for the root loss so that the remaining leaves will not yellow out. Okay, so now let me do a quick pruning again. The point is that after pruning, it will look pretty pathetic, not very full, but soon it will leave out and to fill out and to recover the right way. Nature have its way of healing itself. And much of the leaves drop because winter is coming, in a sense autumn is coming, and which creates a winter silhouette. Now, in all fairness, elm, especially in warm weather climate like Southern California or California, almost everywhere, they're almost evergreen. There's always some leaves remaining, but a lot of the leaves will drop depending on your weather condition, and to create you, to give you the winter silhouette as well. So you have the best of both worlds, the benefit of an evergreen and a deciduous tree. Okay, I'm not going to do more. And the reason is that I wanted to have opportunity to grow. And then I will have to refine it clipping again in late February. And the tree will look really nice after 3 clipping, which just means by the end of the year, even in a bonsai pot, it will look really nice. So look at those nice curves. Look at that. Yeah, don't worry about browning of the leaves because this is the season it begins to do that. And in fact, some of them will be dropping off quickly from this point forward. But when spring comes, it will give you a sense of renewal. It's just beautiful, tender green, a wonderful feeling. So today what I've done in this video is to show you what you can do with our pre-bonsai. Let it grow out 1 more year or 2. I would say this, if you let your bonsai tree grow 1 more year, it'll look pretty close to that. Not quite, not that thick a trunk and not as much ramification, but it begins to take your shape. And then the 2 years, and then they will look really nice. Again, it needs several pruning to make the tree look nice, and then you can put in a bonsai pot. And again, you can either use your bonsai pot you have around or buy our bonsai pot, which will come with the root pruning. Okay, with that in mind, I think I talked enough. I again wish you that you will go to our website to sign up as VIP and order your pre-bonsai ASAP because we will ship you the very best at any one time. So thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. And most importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP so that we can send you announcements of special considerations. Thank you very much. See you next week.